welcome back. It's the Wandering Reseller. We are on our way to the auction house. I think I bought 4 lots, prepping for my first flea market stall. I'm going to be rotating Saturdays and Sundays, or both. 2 different locations. One's near the warehouse, and then one's near my home. I would say the more active flea market is near my home, Golden West College, and we're gonna prep this whole week for next Saturday. I gotta figure out the process. I have to do some paperwork. I gotta get they want a reseller's license and a business license from the address of the flea market. I get XYZ amount of times before I can qualify to get that, and all sorts of little things I got to learn to become a regular. But I got to make sure I have the correct inventory, mixing in things that I have at the warehouse, collections of stuff, as well as when I start doing storage lockers. I'm going to be listing the higher end stuff. And the things that have low value are going to go as a $1 table, $2 table. It'll probably start off at like $3, and during the day it'll go lower and lower and lower. Concerns, I do have some. Buy-in for when I become a regular and I don't check in the same day is $60 for a booth, one booth. Well, the storage locker sellers have 3 booths at this flea market, and I've been studying them, they do, and what they're selling, and they're basically separating the items right at the flea market, so they load them up from the storage lockers, and then they just pull the stuff they want to sell on eBay. I don't have a big truck, so I'm going to have to do the separation and the sorting. I'm going to have to do the separating and sorting in Temecula, so that kind of limits how far I can go and buy a storage locker. I'm going to do the Temecula, probably Ortega overpass. The flea market is 10 miles away from the warehouse, so that makes it easy for me on Sunday just to drop the truck off. Maybe, I'm not sure of the routine yet. I just don't know the routine yet. The reason why I'm doing Saturday at Golden West and Sunday at Temecula is Saturday at Golden West is the best day, and Sunday is the best day and why I like it. It's not in Temecula, it's in Westchester, outside of Temecula. It's 10 miles away from my warehouse. The unique thing is it allows me to still go to church on Saturday evening, which is important to me. I don't want to mess that up by becoming established. It makes me feel good. And so Saturday, working at a real, Saturday, the Golden West Flea Market's one of the best in California or around. People go there. There's people that spend money, and there's people then really like work you down to the bottom. And I'll know, I'm only gonna have us one stall. I believe I'm like a merchandiser. I can set up things pretty good. And storage locker guys have 3 stalls. They're just throwing their boxes on the table, so they're not merchandising. They're not making things look good. So I still have a long learning curve here to try to figure out what's the best, what's my, I only need XYZ. I need to cover both the locations. So 70 at the beginning, and I'll drop down to 60, and if I become a regular, it's like 50. And the other one, Sunday, is a 50. So we're looking at like $120 just to cover 70 miles out to the warehouse and 70 miles back. So that's another $25 in gas. Saturday evening, if I go to church and then come home and then drive out, crash out at the warehouse, I can sort and separate items that work good at Temecula warehouse or add more. After Sunday, I can just drive back home with what I didn't sell, or go to the warehouse and load up for the following Saturday, which I have quite a bit of stuff that won't be in demand because it's not fresh items, but it'll slowly get rid of the inventory I have. And the goal is to get to a point where I know I can make XYZ, and if I have better items, I'll make more. The goal is slowly purge all the items I have that I haven't been able to list or too big to list, and they're not the greatest items. I'm moving forward with this storage locker business because I need to double my income. We're obviously working on a tool that allows me to list as many items as I want during the week with very accurate research and information. Or if I want to send it to Facebook Marketplace or eBay, I can pull the inventory from the storage locker, decide which direction it was going with the research, and take a lot of that time away from me. That's the direction we're going. I need to get this back to 10 to 15,000 plus a month, and it's been since I had the vertigo, and I just been leaning on eBay for the last year and a half, and now I'm feeling better and I'm stronger, and I really want to get I miss what I was doing, so it was, what do you call it, FOMO? So I'm now heading to the auction house. I'm picking up they're smaller items, and I'll separate and sort some of them for eBay, but most of them will go to the flea market as, $2-3 items. I just didn't want to go there without having some fresh inventory. All right. I didn't buy much. I did chase up a lot of stuff for you guys. So
thank you.
I was like, I think $225 is just fine enough for the person to pay for this item. Bye. Oh, you guys. All right. So, got some Disney items. I thought maybe that'd be, targeting certain people at the flea market that, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just taking risk. Bought some more rocks and minerals for the table. I might need to get me a tablecloth. And here we got, yep, we got everything. I know he doesn't want. He likes me. I know he. I got me another glass box. Probably put the jewelry in that. I got some high-end costume jewelry. You find treasures in estate sales. You find treasures on buyouts. You find treasures on complete collections of certain items. But their items show up already kind of picked through. or they'll sell off a few items inside the lot to make money immediately. Well, then all those items are all taken from pickers. So I had to slow down. I had to take care of myself. You know, you keep buying and it takes forever to make your money back. Well, how often do you come back and buy? You have to make money too. So like in this case, I'm doing flea markets and I needed certain types of items that are decorative, because I'm going to have the first few months going into Christmas, I'm going to be selling off all my existing items, and if I can find the right formula, I will then slowly build going into storage lockers at the beginning of the year. I want to get through the 25 season with the inventory I have, and then hopefully break slowly into buying 2 or 3 lockers a month. There he goes. Yeah, so that's thanks for watching. All right, have a good day, guys.